Hello everyone, I am Anjali Chauhan and we are watching One Academy videos. Here we are covering History MCQ series topic wise on our YouTube channel. And this is the Telegram group, so you can join here, that is One Academy, and ask your doubts related to any topic of history. And the source of this MCQ series is Class 6 NCERT History. So, as I already told you, that Vani Mehra ma'am has covering various GS courses on Unacademy Plus for UPSC Civil Services exam pre-cum mains, and she has recently completed the Indian Polity Foundation course. And so don't waste your time, just join this Unacademy Plus subscription by using this referral code Vani Mehra and avail up to 10% discount on your Unacademy Plus subscription. So today's topic is Sangam Age Part 1, and in this part we will cover 10 questions of this topic, that is Sangam Age. Moving towards the questions. First, consider the following statements. First, the use of iron began in the subcontinent around 3000 years ago. Second, some of the largest collections of iron tools and weapons were found in megalithic burials. Now select the correct answer using the code given below, A, B, C and D. So according to you, what's the answer? Just type the answer in the comment section. So the correct answer here is C, both 1 and 2. Around 2500 years ago, there is evidence for the growing use of iron tools. These included axes for clearing forests and the iron ploughshare. The ploughshare was useful for increasing agricultural production. So this is the information from the Class 6 NCERT history. So according to this information, we can say that both the statements are correct here and the correct answer is C. Question number 2, consider the following statements. First, in the Tamil region, large landowners were known as Kadaisiyar. Second, the landless laborers were known as Velalar. Now select the correct answer using these codes given below, A, B, C and D. So according to you, what's the correct answer here? So the correct answer here is D, neither 1 and 2. Both the statements are incorrect here. Let's see how. In the Tamil region, the large landowners were known as Velalar, but it is mentioned here the large landowners were known as Kadaisiyar, so it is wrong. And according to the second statement, the landless laborers were known as Velalar, but the large landowners are known as Velalar, so this is also incorrect here. Here the landless laborers, including slaves, were known as Kadaisiyar and Adimai. So the correct answer here is D option, that is both the statements are incorrect here. Question number 3. Uzawar was the term used for A, craftsperson, B, ploughman, C, landless laborers, D, merchant. Now according to you, what's the correct answer? So the correct answer here is ploughman. In the Tamil region, ordinary ploughmen were known as Uzawar. So this is the correct answer, that is option B. Question number 4. Name the North Indian town that was situated on the crossroads of two major trade routes. So A, Mathura, B, Agra, C, Vrindavan, D, Meerut. So according to you, what's the correct answer? These all the places are situated, or the towns are situated in UP. So the correct answer here is Mathura. See the information here. Mathura has been an important settlement for more than 2500 years. It was important because it was located at the crossroads of two major routes of travel and trade, from the northwest to the east and from north to south. There were fortifications around the city and several shrines. farmers and herders from adjoining areas provided food for people in the city, and Mathura was also a center where some extremely fine sculpture was produced. So according to this information, we can say that the correct answer here is A, Mathura. So the next question, consider the following statements. First, the village headman was known as Gram Bhojka. Second, the post of Gram Bhojka was hereditary. Now select the correct answer using the code given below, A, B, C and D. So the correct answer here is C. Both the statements are correct here. Let's see the information. In the northern part of the country, the village headman was known as Gram Bhojka, and usually man from the same family held the position for generations. So we can say that the post was hereditary, and the Gram Bhojka was often the largest landowner. Generally he had slaves and hired workers to cultivate the land. And besides, he was very powerful. The king often used him to collect taxes from the village, and he was also functioned as a judge and sometimes a policeman. So this is the information about Gram Bhojka, that is the headman. So the correct answer here is C option. Question number 6, consider the following pairs. So in this question you have to correctly match the pairs. Here are the some names given here, and you have to identify the correct pairs or the places. First one is Madurai, Tamil Nadu. Second one is Gujarat, Maharashtra. Third one is Barigaza, Gujarat. So the correct answer according to these codes given below are A, B, C and D. So according to you, what's the answer? So the correct answer here is C, 1 and 3 only. Why? Madurai is in Tamil Nadu, Barigaza is in Gujarat, but Gujarat is in Madhya Pradesh, not in Maharashtra. So this is the correct answer. Question number 7. Between 2200 and 1900 years ago, Arikamedu was a religious place, B, monastery, C, coastal settlement, D, none of the above. So according to you, what's the answer? So the correct answer here is C, coastal settlement. Between 2200 and 1900 years ago, Arikamedu was a coastal settlement where ships unloaded goods from distant lands. And Arikamedu is an archaeological site in southern India, that is in Puducherry. So this is the correct answer here, that is C. Question number 8, consider the following statements. First, rows of pots or ceramic rings arranged one on top of the other are known as ring wells. Second, these ring wells are usually found in individual houses. Now select the correct answer using the code given below, A, B, C and D. So the correct answer here is C, both 1 and 2. This is the information. In many cities, archaeologists have found rows of pots or ceramic rings arranged one on top of the other. These are known as ring wells, and these seems to have been used as toilets in some cases and as drains and garbage dumps. So these ring wells are usually found in individual houses. Question number 9, consider the following statement about rules for spinning and weaving. So these are the statements. First, women who can visit the workshop should go at dawn to give their work and receive their wages. Second, if a woman doesn't complete her work, she will have to pay a fine and her thumbs can be cut off. So select the correct answer using the codes given below, A, B, C and D. So the correct answer here is C, both 1 and 2. This is the information. These the rules of spinning and weaving are mentioned in the Earth Shastra. They describe how spinning and weaving could be done in workshops under the supervision of a special official. Widows, young women who are differently abled, nuns, mothers of courtesans, retired women, servants of the king, women who have retired from... Oh, I'm really very sorry. Women who have retired from service in temples may be used for processing wool, bark, cotton, hemp and flax. They should be paid according to the quality and quantity of work. Women who are not permitted to leave their homes can send maid servants to bring the raw material from the superintendent and take the finished work back to him. Women who can visit the workshop should go at dawn to give their work and receive their wages. So according to this, the first statement goes correct. And there should be enough light to examine the work. In case the superintendent looks at the woman or talks about anything other than the work, he should be punished. If a woman doesn't complete her work, she will have to pay a fine and her thumbs can be cut off. So this is the second statement that is also correct here. So the correct answer here is C option. Last question. Consider the following statements. The earliest works in Tamil known as Sangam literature and were composed around 2300 years ago. Second, these texts were called Sangam because they were supposed to have been composed and compiled in assemblies known as Sangams of poets that were held in the city of Mahabalipuram. Now select the correct answer using these codes A, B, C and D. So the correct answer here is A, one only. Some of the earliest works in Tamil known as Sangam literature were composed around 2300 years ago. These texts were called Sangam because they were supposed to have been composed and compiled in assemblies known as Sangams of poets that were held in the city of Madurai, not in Mahabalipuram. So the second statement is incorrect here. And the correct answer here is A. So thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe the channel so that and also hit the bell icon too so that you can notify earlier for the next video of the part 2 of Sangam Age. Thank you very much.